cameras watching us. All right, stand feet hip distance apart on your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. Reach tall. Big breath in. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Fold over your legs. Release your head and neck. Drop your belly onto your thighs. Grab onto opposite elbows. Sway from side to side. Begin the Ujjayi breath right away. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Starting in a forward fold tonight, just to kind of start releasing I don't know what I'm trying to say, the parasympathetic nervous system. It lowers your heart rate. Rock forward and back or left to right on your feet, really grounding down. Feeling the earth beneath you. And then release your hands to the floor, hang in ragdoll. Big breath in. Full breath out. Notice where you're feeling tension and just see if you can let that go. Begin to catch your hips with your hands. Nice flat back, roll all the way up, press into your feet. Deep breath in. Roll up, roll your shoulder blades back. And then heel toe your feet out. Pretty wide, off your mat even. Deep breath in to lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward, wide leg forward fold. Release your hands when you get there. Again, drop your head and neck. Press into all four corners of your feet. Micro bend your knees. Start to plant your right palm down. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky, twisting, forward fold. Deep breath in. Exhale, switch. Left palm down, right arm up. Deep breath in. Exhale, switch once more. Right palm comes down, left arm goes up. Stretch nice and tall. Lengthen the spine and twist. Exhale to switch. Left palm comes down, right arm goes up. Gaze up at your fingertips. Press away from your mat. And then come all the way down. Hands come to the floor. Start to crawl your fingertips out. Down dog arms. So coming into like a wide leg, forward fold, down dog. It's a combination pose. So press away from your palms. Out, press out of your palms. Rotate your biceps forward, just as if you were in down dog. Nice long neck, long spine. Breathing deep. Start to walk your hands back in. Heel toe your feet together. And then come down to your knees. All the way down onto your mat. Widen your knees. Send your hips towards your heels. Crawl your fingertips out, coming into child's pose. Resting your forehead on the mat. Come all the way down. Lengthen through the spine. Press back into your hips. Crawl your fingertips out more toward the front of your mat. Just settle here. Breathe deeply. Ocean breath. When your world moves too fast and you lose yourself in the chaos, introduce yourself to each color of the sunset. Reacquaint yourself with the earth beneath your feet. Thank the air that surrounds you with every breath you take. Find yourself in the appreciation of life. Rock your forehead from side to side, left to right. More fine stillness. And the fingertips up, release them down. Begin to slither forward onto your belly. Coming all the way down, hands come underneath your shoulders, zipping the legs up together, pointing the toes. Inhale, press away from your mat, find cobra. Exhale, come down. Be nice and gentle here. Inhale, press up, cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Once more, full expression of cobra. Open up through the chest, smile through your collarbones. Deep breath in. Exhale, come all the way down. Come onto your forearms, elbows come underneath the shoulders. Pressing away from the mat with your hips. Finding Sphinx pose. Tucking the belly to the spine. Opening up through the chest, nice and wide. Breathe deeply. Begin to bend your left knee, so kicking your heel towards your butt, and then come onto your right forearm here. Reach back and grab your left foot, top of your left foot, your left ankle, whatever you can grab. A little quad stretch here. Pull it closer to you. You got it. Deep breath in. Exhale, release, switch sides. Coming onto your left forearm, come parallel with the front of the mat. And your right foot into your right hand. Little quad stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale, release, come all the way down. Make a little pillow with your hands, bend your knees, rock your heels from side to side, windshield wiper. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth side. Pause, notice how you feel here. Start to release the feet towards the floor, nice and slow. Start to move back knees together, child's pose. Just a different variation. If you like the other one better, you can bring your knees wide if it creates more space. This is more of a low back stretch. Just fully let your belly rest on your thighs. Forehead comes down. Fingertips crawl out a little bit further. Soften through your jaw. Feel a nice long stretch in your spine. Then start to flip your palms over. Maybe just making a little space in your shoulders here. Thumbs come out to the side. Notice how that feels. Opening yourself up to whatever energy you wish to receive for the rest of this evening, the rest of your week. Breathing deeply, staying with the ocean breath. Start to flip your palms back over. Gently crawl your fingertips in towards your knees, coming all the way up. Nice long spine, sitting on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe roll your shoulders back a few times. I know, the bugs are loud. Hopefully it's not interrupting your music if you have it. And then when you feel complete, just sit up nice and tall. Just gonna go for some gentle neck rolls, just making a like a soft U shape with our neck. So just going one direction, tilting your ear to one side, and then the other. taking care here, not being too swift in your movements, just taking it nice and slow, seeing how that feels. If you'd like, you can go all the way if that's comfortable to you, or if that's something that you've done before, but just be really careful with that. And then when you feel complete there, roll all the way up, sit up nice and tall. Deep breath in, full breath out. Begin to interlace your fingers together in front of your heart. Just doing some wrist rolls here. Again, nice and gentle. You do a lot of yoga or exercise here. I don't know, my wrists tend to not hurt, but be tender a lot. So I do these almost every day. I think it helps. I think. Warming up your wrists. When you feel complete there, you can start to move to tabletop position, coming forward onto hands and knees. Knees come underneath your hips. Wrists come underneath your shoulders. Maybe shifting back and forth since we just warmed up the wrists a little bit. You can curl your toes under or point the toes. And then extend one leg back, curling your toes under, pressing back into that heel, shifting back and forth like a saw. Just feeling the nice stretch in the back of your leg there. Breathing with each movement. Noticing if you can slow it down here. And then switch legs, other side. Pressing into that heel. Rocking forward and back. Gripping through the fingertips here. Nice long neck, long spine. And then bring your other knee to meet back in tabletop. Couple gentle cat-cows here. Deep inhale, so drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale around the spine, tucking the tail. Just a few with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, being really gentle with your movement. Being slow in the transitions. This isn't yoga to warm you up. It's really just to wind down. So keeping that in mind, just paying attention to how you can do that. Find a nice neutral spine. Start to walk your knees together and just a little bit further back on your mat. So you're kind of in this like modified push-up sort of thing. We're just going to do like a knee chaturanga sort of thing. I'll let you get set up there. Press away from your mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Come all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips high for down dog. Pedal out here. Claw through your fingertips. Shake the head yes and no. Come to find stillness. Rest in your down dog. Heels toward the floor. And then knees down. Mini chaturanga here. Come all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips high for down dog. little bit of movement with breath here. We'll do that once more. Knees down, baby chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips high for down dog. Pause here for a moment for a breath or two. Tuck away from your mat. And then slowly, very slowly start to tiptoe forward towards your hands. Just see how slow you can make it, like a moving meditation here. Yeah, you can do the variation like Lauren, crossing over one foot and the other. Just making your way up nice and slow. Feet hip distance apart, fold forward. Start to interlace your fingers behind your low back, or you can just grab opposite wrists if that's easier for you. Interlace your fingers, send them over your head. Drop your belly onto your thighs. Breathe deeply here. Gently start to release your hands to the floor. Heel toe your feet in together. And then just start to send your hips towards the floor. We're going to do what I'm going to call like a lazy toe stand. So we're kind of in a toe stand, but just fold over your legs. Walk your fingertips forward. Maybe shift forward and back if that feels good to you. Or just come to find stillness. Fold over your legs. Release through your head and neck. Surrender. Feel the stretch on your low back. And then really being slow in your transition here, paying attention. Start to widen the knees a little bit, slowly making your way to a seat, seeing how gracefully you can do that. Coming onto your bottom, soles of the feet come together, diamond shape with the legs. Sit up nice and tall, butterfly pose. Grabbing onto the ankles or wrapping your fingers around your toes. Deep breath in. Exhale, round over your legs, fold. Really feel your sit bones ground down. Press your feet into one another, activating the hips a little bit. Have a sip of your tea. You are a loon. Inhale, roll all the way up. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe arch your back a little bit. And then once more, fold over your legs. Exhale. Maybe find a different placement for your hands this time. You can come to ankles and press your elbows down into your knees. Just find something different. You can open your feet a little bit like a book and press your thumbs into the soles of your feet, kind of pretending you're reading a book here. Just whatever variation feels good to you. Breathing deeply. It's getting so dark, we're starting to look like the Blair Witch Project here. Blair Witch yoga. Inhale, roll all the way back up, nice and tall. Maybe arch your back once more. And then roll all the way down, finding Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet remain together. Roll all the way on your back. Again, press the soles of your feet together, activating the hips a little bit. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone to the front of your mat. One hand comes to your heart, one hand comes to your low belly, underneath your belly button. pause here for a moment, breathe. This is such a good pose to do before bedtime. You can even do this in bed. It's, pretty simple. Notice your breath, your heartbeat, the temperature of the room, the sounds. Bring your hands to the outside edges of your legs, your thighs. Start to bring the soles of your feet to the outside edges of your mat. And then just rock your knees from side to side. Finding a little windshield wiper here. Noticing how this feels in your hips. You can pause on one side or the other if that feels good to you. And then draw the heels in together, knees go towards the sky. Start to grab onto the back of one of your legs, interlace your fingers, and just send your heel towards the sky. A little hamstring stretch here. You can play with moving your hand up further, but you kind of want your shoulders to melt into the floor here. So just finding a little hamstring stretch. You can rotate your ankle one way and then the other. Press away from the heel that's on the floor. Draw your leg in closer. Deep breath in. Exhale to switch. Send that heel toward the floor. Other heel goes towards the sky. Again, rotating that ankle one way and then the other. Draw your leg a little bit closer. Press away from the ground with your other heel. Deep breath in. On your next exhale, release that heel to the floor. Draw your knees into your chest. Palms come to your knees. And then bring your knees wide and closer. Wide and closer, making little frog circles here. Little massage on the low back. And then rotate or switch your circle so you're rotating the other way. Together and then wide. Noticing how this feels in your hips. Any emotions coming up here. If you find a sticky spot, you can kind of hang there for a second. And then knees come wide. Hands come to the outside edges of your feet, finding happy baby, rocking from left to right. Press the soles of your feet towards the sky, draw down through your palms. And then release your heels to the floor, finding an inversion of your choice. I had written here on my sheet, shoulder stand. So if you're comfortable doing shoulder stand, I'm just gonna kind of guide you through that. You can stay happy baby, that's an inversion as well. Legs up the wall. Legs up the fence. Legs up the house. I'm gonna just assist you here.
Okay.
So finding an inversion.
Oh no.
You can do shoulder stand. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. There you go. If you're in shoulder stand, walk your elbows in. There you go. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Yeah, that's good, Lauren. Flex your toes. Once you're done there, finding plow pose. Once you feel complete, like you've received the pose and shoulder stand, finding plow, sending your toes over your head. Nice job, Lauren. Yep, and then dead man's pose after plow. Knees come towards your ears. All right. Whatever inversion you're in, gently make your way back down, all the way to a flat back. Draw your knees into your chest once more. Hug everything in. Give yourself a big squeeze. Deep breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, send everything nice and long. Setting up for your version of Shavasana. You can come to Supta Baddha Konasana. Your feet and heels can come wide on the mat, knees can knock together. It's a nice version if your low back is tight. Releasing into the floor. Close your eyes, soften your jaw. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And a long exhale. You're welcome to stay here or start to bring small movements to your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Inhaling the arms up and overhead. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, rolling over onto one side. Resting your head on your arm, pausing for a moment here, a few breaths. As you're ready, you can begin to make your way to a seated position with the eyes closed, sitting up nice and tall. Feeling your sit bones, starting at the base of your spine, moving all the way up, lengthening through the crown of your head. Draw the palms together in front of your heart. Being grateful for yourself, your practice, and just taking the time out of your day for this. Draw your thumbs up to your third eye, your forehead center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Together we say, Namaste. 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 Feel free to stay on your mat. You don't have to get up. Or if you're close, you can unmute and say bye.
Dark out.